Hey there, AP Macro. So I'm still down here in Austin. You're still back there in Cleveland, and I want to make sure that you understand how to do one of the practice sets of supply and demand graphs I left you. I'm specifically talking about the one that has a bunch of boxes in it. It has a row of boxes for graphs, a row of boxes for supply, demand, price, quantity, all followed by a scenario. All right. So we're going to walk our way through one of those. I'm sorry, my mouth's a little dry. I just ate a wonderful piece of cheesecake. I don't know if you can see it right there. All right. So it's the things you do in the evening while making videos for your students. Hard life, I know. All right. So we're going to walk through an example. We're going to talk about the one that says eating Lucky Charms makes people cool. It's one or two, I forget. I ate cheesecake. My brain hurts. So we'll walk through an example and make sure you understand how to fill in the chart, and so you can go back and fix it if you messed up. All right. So there we go. All right. So on your paper, you'll have a box over here that says scenario. That's a bed. I don't have a scenario. But find the one that says eating Lucky Charms makes people cool. All right. Then you have a box that says graph, supply, demand. That might be reversed. I forget. And then price and quantity. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to read the scenario, draw the graph, all right, and then tell how it affected supply or demand. It's going to be in either or on every single one of these. And then how it affected both price and quantity after that demand changed or supply changed. All right, so first step, we got to draw a graph here. So we got price on the vertical, always on the vertical. Quantity, always on the horizontal. Hopefully you know that. We got supply with the upward slope, down sloping demand. All right, so you might as well just draw that 20 times. 10 on the front, 10 on the back. You're going to start with that every time. All right, now we're going to read the scenario. All right, so eating Lucky Charms makes people cool. Is that going to affect the supply or demand of Lucky Charms first? Demand. Good. I'm glad you said demand. All right. So will it increase or decrease demand? Increase. Man, we're 2 for 2 today. All right, so in the demand box, we're going to say it increases demand, which is a shift to the right. Right is increase, left is decrease, not up, down, right and left. All right, so we know that demand is shifting to the right, so we'll come back and we'll draw a shift in demand to the right. See that? All right, now, since it's demand, it did not do anything with supply. You can leave it blank, draw an X, sad face, whatever, I don't care. All right, but know that it affected demand. We drew the demand. Now, how did that change price and quantity? Well, next step, draw the lines, and then let's see. So we went from here to here. Well, that is an increase in price. Boom. And we went from here to here, and that is an increase in quantity. Boom. So, from that graph, you should have that change in demand. It should look like that on the graph. It must change price and quantity in that way. And that's it. That is that worksheet. All right. I picked an easy one because it's an example. All right. The front half of that page, the first 10, fairly straightforward, not too complicated. All right. The backside, start getting a little more complicated. Start talking about different markets. There's one that talks about currency. There's one that talks about loans. Supply and demand. Okay, keep it simple. All right? And trust me, this is so easy. I promise. See you on Monday.